What is going on, everybody? Welcome back in to TTP Sports. And holy shit, the Flyers. Holy shit, the Flyers. They're definitely not the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Flyers are an actually well-coached team in a rebuild year, playing way above expectations, and they're a fun team to watch. They're such a fun team to watch. They go up against a Stanley Cup contender in the Dallas Stars, and they absolutely whooped their ass. Dallas stood no chance in tonight's game. The Flyers outshot them 43-15. Dallas, they had one shot in the entire first period, and that was 30 seconds into the game. So that shows you how much the Flyers dominated that first period. And I believe Dallas's second shot didn't come till at least a quarter of the way through the second period. So the Flyers were just on a completely different level tonight, and it showed that on the scoreboard, and it showed how they played basically throughout this entire game. And holy shit, Owen Tippett, the breakout is here. Oh my god, he is taking over the league by storm. Holy shit, the goals that he is scoring the past couple of games. I didn't even think he would top that goal in St. Louis, the one that put them up by, gave him the lead in that late stages of the third period on Monday. Yeah, he topped it. He definitely topped it. Completely blew my mind and completely, I would say, soiled every pants in the stands in the Wells Fargo Center, and many pants of Flyers fans watching all across the Delaware Valley, because oh my god, the way that he just comes into the zone, spinorama, just throws a backhand on net, top cheese. Are you kidding me? That was the loudest the Wells Fargo Center was the entire night. And yet the crowd tonight definitely wasn't the best, but I think that's also due just because of, the day of the week, also the weather that's been impacting the city, for the past couple of days. There's still ice everywhere, and it's going to be snowing tomorrow, so it's going to be even worse than it was over the past couple of days. But, man, even with not the best crowd there, it's still rocking, it's still loud, it's still noisy, and that Owen Tippett goal just set everything aflare, especially the Scott Lawton penalty shot goal set everything aflare too. Man, this team was just on a different level. Sam Harrison can just do whatever he wanted in the net tonight. He really didn't face much. Like I said, the first shot for Dallas was 30 seconds into the game, and then he had to make a couple of saves on a penalty kill in the second period for his next couple of shots faced. So he literally just could have sat there, reclined, just bring out a whole TV set, popcorn and everything, just chilled in the net. Get a nice, glass of coffee, water, tea, whatever he wanted to drink out there. He could have just chilled. Like, seriously, nothing really happened on that side of the ice, because Dallas, even though they had some shifts where they had possession in the Flyer zone, the one lone goal they scored today was a forced turnover by Matt Duchene, and then Tyler Seguin buries it. But just overall, not many great chances for Dallas tonight. That just was how much the Flyers dominated. They were just fantastic. Well-coached team. Take lessons, Nick Sirianni. Take lessons. Take lessons for the way John Tortorella is coaching in this team. Also to his assistants and, Brad Shaw with the way the defense is. And hell, should we give Rocky Thompson credit for the power play the past week and a half? Because they score once again on the power play. Cam Atkinson pots one in the beginning of the third period. Power play's hot. This team's hot. Riding a 4-game win streak, which is very nice. Actually, is it a 4-game win streak or a 5-game win streak? I believe it's a 5-game win streak, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's a 5-game win streak. 5-game winning streak, and they've won, I would say, 6 of the last 7 games. 5-game win streak currently, and 6 out of the last 7. So they are definitely on a heater. And you're taking that 6 out of the last 7, going back to the Calgary game here in Philadelphia at the beginning of the month on the 6th. So if you go through this 7-game stretch of Calgary, Pittsburgh, Montreal, the 3-game road trip, Minnesota, Winnipeg, St. Louis, and this game against Dallas, 7 games right there. Your only loss was against Pittsburgh in regulation, and that was the whole Cutter-Gauthier saga. So no one was really paying attention to that game. But you get a 3-2 win against Calgary, a 3-2 shootout win against Montreal, 4-3 win in overtime after coming back from 3-1 in the third period against Minnesota. You shut out Winnipeg 2-0. You beat St. Louis on the road 4-2, and then you come in here against one of the best teams in the league in St. Louis, and not St. Louis, Dallas, and you completely destroy them. So during this stretch, you played 2 of the best teams in the league. Winnipeg, who was the best team in the league when you were playing them, and Dallas, who's one of the best teams in the league this year, and has been for the past couple of years, you dominated them tonight. Oh, that's a big statement there from the orange and the black. Some fun stuff here. My God, Jamie Drysdale gets back into the lineup. Sean Couturier gets back into the lineup. Those guys factor into some of the things here. You know, Jamie Drysdale didn't get an assist on the Cam Atkinson goal, but he helped set up that play from the Sanheim shot to the Morgan Frost tip to the Cam Atkinson redirection. So Jamie Drysdale put his, face there. The Flyers were just on a completely different level tonight. More than anything I've seen this entire year, this is probably their best offensive game the entire season, their most complete game. It was unreal, the chances they were getting, just the sustained pressure they were doing, chances left and right, left and right, left and right, and Owen Tippett with 2 goals tonight, that unreal goal that he scored in the third period, and then let's not forget the ripper that he had off the face-off in the beginning of the second period. My God, that was nasty. My God. And then you also get in the end of the first period in the dying minutes where the Flyers are completely dominating that first period. This beautiful tap pass by Morgan Frost to spring a Sean Walker break, and he buries it. Like, what's going on here? Morgan Frost, ever since the meeting, we're calling it the meeting that he had with John Tortorella after the benching on the Canadian West Coast road trip, Morgan Frost has been a different player. Everyone is doing their thing, man. Hey, TK's been silent, when the goal scoring sheet, but when TK goes silent and all these guys are stepping up, I'll take that any day of the week because TK's eventually going to go on a heater. That's eventually going to happen. Cam Atkinson looks like he's finding his confidence again. He had some great A chances in tonight's game, plus scoring that goal. Same thing with Morgan Frost getting some great A chances. Everyone had their share. Paling had a nasty move that Ottinger managed to save. Same thing with Travis Sanheim. It was just a complete and utter dominant night. And I wouldn't ask for anything else in the world because that was just fun to witness, if I do say so myself. Man, oh man. If my voice sounds weird, it's because I've been having a dry mouth for the past couple of days. I think it's just because of the cold weather, with mucus also involved and all that stuff. So I've been hacking all that. It's gross. It's gross. It's disgusting, and I hate doing it every single time. But that's what I've been going through the past couple of days. So hopefully, when the weather gets not as cold, my mouth actually starts to moisten up a little bit because I've been chugging water consistently. As much as I love me some H2O, I don't like getting up every freaking so many times to go take a piss. I don't know why we went down that road, but that was the first thing that came out of my mind. So don't pay attention to anything I just said. I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling at this point. But man, just a fantastic game overall. Like I said, most complete game that I've seen this team play, outshooting them 43-15. In the first period, you outshot them 14-1. You outshot them 16-8 in the second, and then 13-6 in the third. My God, just the full commitment from player to player, the full buy-in to the system. It's amazing. It's amazing. And then you see all Flyers social media go crazy after the Owen Tippett goal. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I'm going to be watching that goal on repeat constantly throughout the night. I'm going to have to be editing some stuff after I'm done with this and it's posted and all that stuff. I'm still going to be watching it as I edit it because it was just that nasty. Could you say it was the goal of the year in the National Hockey League? It's definitely going to be up there. It's definitely going to be up there. It was nasty, man. It was nasty. And you get some quotes from Torts after the game talking about Owen Tippett. He could be something special. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh, man. Feed me it. Feed me it all day. And here's something from Charlie O'Connor. Morgan Frost said that coming into this game, the team has talked about wanting to make a statement with this game, and he says that they did. Oh boy, they made a statement, all right. Holy shit. Holy shit. My God. Statement. That was more than a statement. That was a goddamn ass whooping. That's basically what it was. Oh, man. This is a playoff team. This is a playoff team. I'm fully sold. This is a playoff team. I am fully sold on the fact. They're just playing too good of hockey to not be a playoff team. Am I right? Am I right? Full buy into the system. Everyone chips in. It's great stuff. It's great stuff. It is. It is. It is. Like, come on. Come on. I did have someone in my comment section the other day, I believe it was on one of the previous Flyers recaps. Oh, don't get your hopes up and all that stuff because the Metro's closed and all that stuff. Stop it, stop it, stop. 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 I thought weeks ago that maybe this team was hitting a wall, but then they proved me wrong. I thought they were hitting a wall on that West Coast road trip. They proved me wrong. They proved me wrong tenfold. And this is one of the tougher stretches that they're going to be playing this year. And they've faced some pretty good teams in this stretch at this part of January. They'll still be playing good teams upcoming, but they've played Winnipeg and Dallas and completely dominated tonight, and they shut out Winnipeg the other night. So, yeah. They played against, some other teams, a very young team in Montreal. They played against a Minnesota team. Yeah, the record isn't good, but their record is really good at home. Same thing with St. Louis. Their record is really good at home. Yeah, they're playing some good teams upcoming. Colorado this Saturday. Ottawa's not good. They're not a good team. So hopefully, and that's Claude Giroux's return to the Wells Fargo Center. So that'll be an exciting night. Then you got Tampa Bay. That'll be a tough game. Detroit. That'll be a tough game on the road. We played Detroit already on the road, and that was the crazy comeback to get a point in overtime, somehow down 5-1. So, and then you also got the Boston Bruins for the first time this season at home. So, yeah, it's definitely some tough cooking before the All-Star break. And then, like, when you come back from the All-Star break, you face some tough teams, like, back-to-back in Florida and Winnipeg. Then you also, Florida, Winnipeg, Seattle, Arizona, Toronto. That's a very tough stretch there. Then you play the outdoor game against the Devils. You go on the road against Chicago after 3 days off. You play at home against the Rangers. Then you go on the road against the Penguins. Tampa Bay again at home. March, I would assume that's going to be a tough schedule as well. It's going to be a tough schedule the rest of the way. I think this Flyers team is fully prepared for that fact. I think they're fully prepared for the opportunity. I think that's what we should understand here. They're fully prepared for this opportunity that this team has because I just see them on a nightly basis. It's just full buy-in. It's full buy-in to whether this system that Torts has brought in. This locker room, they believe in one another. They roll 4 lines. They play 150% energy every single night. They give it all. You got 2 good goaltenders in net. Got people that chip in at any given moment. Power plays, the penalty kill's dynamic. And the power play is getting hot. Oh, boy. So let's go to the Anytime Hotline here. We do have a voicemail. So if you want to leave those for future recaps, you can leave that at 215-839-9885. It's the number right down below on your screen for future Flyers recaps or anything else regarding. I'm assuming we're going to be having stuff talking about tomorrow with the whole decision looming about Nick Sirianni after that meeting he's going to be having with Jeffrey Lurie tomorrow afternoon. So we'll definitely probably be having either a recording depending on everything and the time, or it could be a stream. So just definitely look out for your subscription box below. Definitely look out for that. But let's go to the Anytime Hotline. I digress there. Let's get to Sean. Let's see what he has to say about this sexy Flyers win.
So while the Philadelphia Eagles continue to frustrate us with their coaching search or lack thereof, the machine that is the Flyers continues to roll. What more can you ask of this team? That was an ass-kicking from pillar to post and all points in between against a good Dallas hockey club. What an impressive victory for the Flyers again. There's just not enough plaudits you can give for what this team is doing. And that goal by Owen Tippett, woo! That is highlight reel possible goal of the year stuff, what he unleashed tonight. Atkinson scores again, a big goal. Lawton gives you a penalty shot goal. You're getting good play from Frost and Drysdale. Let's just enjoy this ride and what this team is giving us. I said it before, thank God for the Philadelphia Flyers because they are the only breath of fresh air we as sports fans in the city have to look forward to.
Well, you do get spring training upcoming too, Sean. Hopefully, you are looking forward to that. And I know you're probably still down on the collapse from the NLCS. I'm still very down on that too, but I still can't wait for Phillies baseball to come back. I know people are really disappointed in the lack of moves, but Billy, that's really been the entire offseason for a lot of teams besides the Dodgers, spending like billions and billions of dollars in free agency on 2 players. But yeah, this team is really fun to watch. Very fun to watch. And they're must-watch hockey, man. They're must-watch hockey. And that's why the Wells Fargo Center is, electric every single night this year. People are bought into the Danny Briere, Keith Jones regime. These guys are not, dwindling away from the plan. They still, are focusing on the future. Torts even talked about that too earlier today. Sometimes they're going to have to sacrifice guys, in this situation to focus on the future. But hey, man, this team is buying into everything. And let's just see where this ride takes us. Let's see where it takes us, man. I'm not saying nowhere in hell this team is a Stanley Cup champion caliber type of team. No. No. But they could be a very exciting team come playoff time. Could be very exciting. And the expectations are very low. You'll be playing with house money. That's basically what it'll be. So, but we'll get to there when we get there. We still have a few months away from that fact, and anything could happen at that point. So let's just enjoy the ride. Let's just enjoy what this team is giving us on a nightly basis. Next game's against Colorado at home. 1 o'clock, Saturday afternoon. I want people tuning in. I want people attending. I want to see it. And Colorado, again, one of the better teams in the National Hockey League. If we're even talking about all that stuff, so if we look at, standings-wise and all that stuff and look at where Colorado is, Colorado, they're the 4th best team in the National Hockey League, and the Flyers already beat Colorado earlier this year, too. So also put that into a factor. Colorado, the 4th best team in the league, separated by 2 points from the Boston Bruins. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you're not going to beat every single best team in the league, but, anything could happen at this point. In terms of Dallas, they're the 7th best team in the league. 7th best team in the league. And we're the 8th. We're the 8th best team. So keep those standings a-rolling, boys. Let's just keep it pumping. So that'll do it for tonight, everybody. I appreciate you guys tuning into this whenever you choose to tune into this. So don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Does me a great deal of service. Also use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SEATGEEK. Definitely get yourself down to the Wells Fargo Center to watch this Flyer squad. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'll see you next time.